Hey everybody, Real Estate Ninja here. I hope you're doing well. I got a really interesting story out of Yahoo I want to share with you, and we're going to talk about it. We're just going to briefly go over it. It's entitled, I'm an aggressive buyer of income real estate. Billionaire says, anticipating a lot of inventory this year. And this is very important because we've talked about that before and how I've said as inventory explodes, there's not going to be enough buyers for the inventory, which means prices are going to have to be drastically reduced, for lack of better terms, in order to be able to move on the market. And this is going to happen at breakneck speed. As a matter of fact, I, quite frankly, am still shocked, even calling this, saying that this was going to happen, at how fast sales have stopped. It says right now, if you own a home or have been interested in buying one, you are aware of the sizable U.S. residential real estate downturn. Sales numbers are dropping to their lowest rate since 2020, but interest rates continue to rise to around 5.6%. That's sort of old news, but you get my point. With stellar credit, you can get right now a 5.6% mortgage, but that's with stellar credit. Right now, they are much higher than that, and they're going to go higher because the Federal Reserve has said they're going to make sure that happens. It says, take real estate investment trust, or REITs. For example, REITs are not just a platform for real estate or investing in residential real estate, offering properties such as retail spaces, large malls, hotels, apartment buildings, and other things. It's also for single-family homes. Let me put it right here. I am not a fan of REITs. They're real estate investment trusts. They're paper, all right? And then they're managed by a third party. I do not like them. If you want to make money in real estate, you should go out and make money in real estate. Why? One of the biggest things, honestly, is that with a REIT, you don't get the tax advantages associated with them. You get just a certain percentage, and a small percentage of that, of the profit that they make when they're bringing in the cash flow or flipping those properties, okay? I do not like REITs. I think that they're very dangerous because of the way they've been prepackaged, and firms like Moody's, S&P, and Fitch have given them credit ratings. And if you guys were around in the 2008 debacle, you'd know that their credit ratings are only worth about as much crap as my dog had to take yesterday. I cannot be more serious about that. So it says right here, investors have not given up on the residential market. Again, they're trying very hard to keep the narrative alive, right? Because why? The wealth effect in housing is the greatest wealth effect rather than any other asset class. If you had a stock market wealth effect, it has been proven that people do not spend as aggressively as those that do during a housing wealth effect. So they're trying their hardest to hold this together, but it's coming down very fast. It says, according to property intelligence data company CoreLogic, the investor share of single-family homes sold in the first quarter of 2022 reached 28%. That's 11% over the same period in 2021. The data also showed that investors with 1,000 or more homes bought 3% of the houses in 2021. And so far in 2022, compared to 1% in previous years. Now think about that. How many investors do you think own over 1,000 homes? Not very many. The facts are, most investors own between 1 and 5 rental properties. That is the highest percentage of real estate entrepreneurs in the country. So when you're talking about 1,000 homes, who cares? I mean, honestly, they're so few and far between. The backbone of this country when it comes to real estate investing is still the small mom and pop operation, real estate operation. And that is very, very important to understand. Those are the ones that are going to drive the market. Now it says major players, real estate players like Redfin and OfferPad also bought homes on a large scale. Only Zillow Group fell on its face in this endeavor, alienating real estate agents who stopped advertising with the company they believed was competing against them. The supply shortage is also an advantage for landlords, Redfin noted. And that's true. We've seen landlords completely take advantage of this scenario to where they're raising rent so much. As a matter of fact, I was on the plane the other day with a film producer, and she was saying that her rent is $4,000 a month. She's a single mom. She goes, I can't make it much longer with these current situations, these numbers. And she goes, I'm afraid that I'm never going to be able to buy a house. But she did acknowledge to me that she saw sales waning rapidly. And so if you think about it, for years, these landlords have been taking advantage of this situation, only one day that it's going to fall on their face. Why? Because unemployment's going up, and the Federal Reserve wants to make sure that that continues. So in closing, I want to go over this. The Cardone Grant Cardone. I don't know if you've been paying attention to what's going on with him lately, but you're totally clear if you want to come in. With Grant Cardone, there's a lot of hustle or a lot of bustle in the internet right now of his funds because, again, he invests money for you in real estate and then gives you a percentage of the profits. And there are a lot of people that are really upset with the percentages that they're getting. That's why I say you have the ability to go in and make money. More money than if you were to invest your money in real estate through a third party. That's what's more important. I want you to have the power to jump into the market and make money, make wealth the right way, because there's wealth is created two different ways. It's not only created through, in real estate, it's not only created three ways, in appreciation and cash flow, but it's also the tax benefits you get. Because remember, a penny saved is a penny earned. So when you're talking about an investment like real estate, where you're able to take a part in part of legal tax loopholes, that is money saved. So think about that next time you start to put your money into a real estate investment trust. Think about what's going on right here. Inventory is absolutely exploding. Prices are going to come off their highs as mortgage rates explode because the Federal Reserve is doing a great job of doing what? Nothing. That's all they do. They screw things up. All right, guys, that being said, the Real Estate Ninja is out.